Hello, my name's Marcus. This is the second tutorial in bringing in custom weapons into Doom 3. Here's the weapon and arm that I set up in the first tutorial, and we're going to be doing the animation states. The two animation states that I'm going to be making are the idle and the lower weapon animation state. So let's make the lower weapon state first. The best thing to do is to select this lower arm, the lower arm bone, and put in a keyframe, switch auto key on. If we go to about frame 8, just lower it down to about 70 off the screen, and there we have it. So I'm going to select the model, go to Max Scripts, Run Script, and basically you just want to be find wherever you put the export plugin, which was included in the first tutorial. I put mine in Scripts, Utilities, there it is, MD5 export. Just double click on that. A window will open up. We only want to export from frame 0 to 8. We only want to export the MD5, so we switch that on, and we hit the export button. If we go to the desktop, we're going to have to create some files. Let's create some files. Let's get the PK4 file ready. So let's create the first file folder. We'll call this models. Inside there, we're going to create two files. One's going to be called MD5, and the other is going to be called items. Inside items, we're going to create another folder called Cult World. If we go back and go into the MD5 model, the folder we've just created, create a new folder in there, call it Weapons. Inside there, we're going to create two folders. One's called Pistol World, and the next folder is going to be called Pistol View. Okay. A good idea while you're making your animation states is if we go into Doom 3 base folder, Pack 2, Models, MD5, Weapons, and find Pistol View, and these are all the animation states used in the game. You also would have noticed that we've actually copied the files used. So we've got MD5, then Weapons, then our Pistol View and World. Everything's named exactly the same, okay? And that's the important part. Everything needs to be named the same. So I'll go into 3D Studio Max and we'll export this again. Go to the desktop, Models, MD5, Weapons, Pistol View, and I'm going to call this Put Away and save. And it'll create a text file and with the vertices coordinates and joint coordinates for each frame. And with that done, if I just select that bone and delete that, and we'll make the idle. So what I'm going to do is, if I click on the time configuration button down in the corner, and put the end time to 200, which will give us more frames. If I put a keyframe here, oops-a-daisy, select the wrist joint, put a keyframe here and a keyframe at the end, so whatever we do in the center, it will always end up at its original coordinates. Frame 45, I'll put a keyframe there, and at frame 80, I think I'm going to get into a more of a first-person-y sort of view. Let's rotate that up and like that, so it's like looking at the weapon. And let's bend it like that, and eventually it will reset back to its original position. So we can also drop the gun a little bit there. So there we go. And I'm going to put a keyframe there. So there we go. And with that done, let's select our 3D model, and we want to export from start frame 0 to 200, and export, and we'll call this idle. And pretty much that's it. That's all you need to know. You might get an error that comes up now and again, and it's just because it doesn't like the file name. So just try exporting it again with just a couple of letters, and then once it's exported, rename the file to whatever you want. I'm just warning you beforehand. If we got a pistol view in the pack 20, pack 02, you'll notice that we're also naming our states exactly the same as the Doom 3 pistol states. So when you make the rest of your animations, make sure they're named in exactly the same way. So once you've made all your animation states, download the next tutorial. I'll see you there.